Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Vishnu Karel. This is my assignment for ITT 430, and today's assignment is Benchmark Security Program Roadmap Presentation for Pikes Peak Healthcare. So, what is Security Program Roadmap? A Security Program Roadmap is a strategic document outlining the plan and timeline for implementing and enhancing security measures, identifying risks, prioritizing initiatives, and allocating resources effectively within an organization. This roadmap will be implemented within 3 months time period. So the first in April we're gonna do preparation, and then May it's gonna be in operation, and in June we're gonna do proactive management, develop audit control management. So the purpose and justification for the elements in executive summary. So we're going to cover all these elements: security policies and procedures, access controls, data security, network security, endpoint security, security awareness training, incident response, third-party risk management, and the compliances. So recently there was a data breaches in Pikes Peak Healthcare because of system security controls and the lack of security awareness. As a result, Pikes Peak Healthcare had loss of finances, reputational damages, reduced competitive advantages, and a proactive versus reactive strategy. So we're going to implement the best security measures for the Pikes Peak Healthcare going forward. So the technological literacy is essential for designing components of information system solutions. Risk assessment skills, evaluation of information for accuracy, knowledge of computer hardware operation, knowledge of software applications, system security controls, knowledge of networks and communication tools, and the cybersecurity awareness. So the objectives and goals, basically this will be divided in 5 different phases. First, identify the major projects will be aligned in data handling with the privacy laws, and identify requirements, and then we will update the existing policies and other policies as well. Project, so we're going to do implement single sign-on, and there will be pilot the program, roll out basic features, create metric programs, and define control owners. As well as we're going to do roll out advanced feature set, which includes set performance goals, measure performances, integrate threat intelligence, and the detect. So build a threat management program, improving monitoring, update the security operations center, integrating threat intelligence, and respond, improve the incident response plan, update response playbooks, implement a formal plans. Send the recovery, so update the business continuity plan and conduct business impact analysis. Maintenance, and there are basically 5 different categories we're gonna focus on the maintenance. So the key aspects of the maintenance are regular upkeep and monitoring. So you're gonna update software update, hardware maintenance, and system monitoring, and security control assessment. So vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, security audits, and the security program effectiveness measurements will be key performance indicators, KPIs, data analysis, continuous improvements, and the incident response plan incident detection and response, and the incident analysis. At the end, the compliances, so regulatory compliances in the industry, since the Pikes Peak Healthcare is the healthcare industry, so healthcare industry best practices, the compliance will be considered when to maintenance this security update. Application of best practices in framework. So security framework will focus on NIST CSF, which is National Institute of Standards and Technology Cybersecurity Framework. Also, the CIS controls, which is Center for Internet Security. Fundamental security design principles. To build a trustworthy systems, the fundamental security design principles such as CIA triad. CIA stands for confidentiality, integrity, availability. So we're going to implement all these designs and implement these principles. So confidentiality, accessible only to authorized individuals. Integrity, data is complete, accurate, and consistent, preventing unauthorized modification or altering. The availability, authorized users can access data when needed. And the least privilege access management, defense in depth, and security by default will be considered as a core principle of the PPFC. Security failures and violated design principles. So failure to implement least privilege, administrative privilege given to a web application user, weak authentication and authorization, that is users using weak passwords, access of resources that do not perform their roles, do not need to perform their roles, ignoring security by designing principles, which is failing to incorporate security consideration from the initial design phase, leading to security problems later. Insecure default configuration, usually the opening unnecessary ports, that is the vulnerability that threat actors can exploit, and the leaving default passwords for systems. Monitor and control. For the regular monitoring and control, PPSC will implement following strategies. The first, risk assessment and identification, that identifies the assets, data, systems, application, and threat modeling, which is analyze potential threats, trending vulnerabilities, and we prioritize the risk, which is analysis of potential impact and likelihood of occurrences. The risk register, that will be documented everything that identified risk and the mitigating strategy. Security control implementation management, select control, technical, administrative, and physical. And the document controls maintain all the documentation. The change management, changes to the security management properly manage and do not introduce new vulnerability in the system. And the continuous monitoring and evaluation, establish metrics, regular audits, vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, incident response, security information event management, and the threat intelligence. Adapt and improve. So we're going to adapt the new policies and review and update policy and procedures, and how we improve going forward. Conclusion is security roadmap is a strategic plan that outlines the Pikes Peak Healthcare proactive approach to improve its security, foster, identify vulnerabilities, protect assets with industry-based security approach, detect security weaknesses, and building a threat management program, improve the incident response plan, update the business continuity plan, and overall achieving all security goals all the time. And these are the references. Thank you so much and have a great day.